Hey everybody. So this whole getting sober thing, I mean, I'm still smoking weed and taking a very, 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 very small amount of kratom, so I'm not even sober really. But even the state that I'm at, this is extremely strange for me. I'm just not used to being so awake and aware and alive feeling all the time. And especially with, you know, I mean, everything you do in your life has an impact on you. It has perpetual impact, it has reverberational impact. So all this stuff I've been sharing with, you know, anybody who watches my channels and just speaking has built up a certain amount of like karmatic flow inside myself. But because I was numb, I was using for so long while continuing to make these videos and speak on these things, like I wasn't really feeling the feelings associated with the things I was speaking on. I was just continuing to numb myself, and I was just speaking the facts as I saw them without real love behind the words and real energy or real raw emotions, you could say, without, you know, the numbness of the drugs and the amount I was taking. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is, since I'm not numbing myself like that anymore, now I'm feeling compelled with really, really, really strong emotions that are compelling me to, I mean, like, you know, again, I haven't started thinking these thoughts just the past couple of days, but I'm starting to go back to why I'm actually here, like what my purpose is as a human being in this time and place. And for me, it goes back to sacrifice. And I keep getting this feeling like I have this ability to be able to literally draw out. It's going to sound crazy to a lot of people, but I feel like I have this ability to draw out negative energy. But I do it in a way that it's like I'm using my own energy to send out a signal. It's like baiting somebody, to be honest. I'm putting out this love energy out there, but you see, the thing is, they're attracted to it. They don't like it, but if you go into their, like, so what I'm thinking is, like, this, I'm in Portland right here, and there's a lot of things going on in Portland. Portland's a very interesting city. It has a lot of hippies, it has a lot of love, it has a lot of people down to earth. It's the second most environmentally friendly state in the United States. It also has a lot of darkness. There's a lot of wicked shit that goes down here. There's a lot of racism that's under the carpet that people don't talk about. So, you know, you have those two elements right here in the city, in the same city. And this happens in a lot of big cities, but this is what's going on in Portland. So I feel like I could actually go to some of these places, like I'm being drawn to courts and places of governmental power. It's just where I'm being drawn. And, you know, when you get yourself, at least now I'm feeling the ability to do this. Like, I could feel like I could sit out there and literally, I don't know what's going to happen, but just draw that evilness out. I don't know how it's going to manifest. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know whether it's just going to bring somebody out and I'm going to talk to them, or whether it's going to actually get them to want to leave this place and not be around this place. But that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm also feeling like I need to talk and try to connect with the hippie community of Portland and Oregon. But, you know, there's a lot of hippies that live here in Oregon, you know, the homeless and those that have jobs. And I've worked with a few of them in the pizza industry, and they're beautiful people. And I've seen them walking around, you know, Portland many a times. So they're here, man, and they're very down-to-earth people. You know, they look like they come from the woods. I mean, they're very much, they got dreads, beards, they're very earthy, loving, soft-spoken, just, they clean up after themselves, they help out. I mean, they're just beautiful people. But I'm feeling like it's a good time for me to try communicating with them to develop ideas to help combat all this corruption here in the city. So anyway, I'm saying these things, that's just part of what I wanted to convey, but it came to my acknowledgement, I think it really hit home yesterday, like after the running and stuff, and like my strength is going up, my adrenaline's getting stronger, my desire to want to remove evilness from this earth is becoming more and more strong every single day. I get stronger. So, but there, you know, the downside to that, I say, you know, is that I don't feel very compelled to be in any type of romantic relationship. I just don't. I don't feel, it's hard for me to even pet Little Bear right now. Like, not, like, you know, just to get, he's a very loving dog. He's one of the most loving dogs I've ever come to contact with, actually. And he is also very sensitive. You know, he responds, when you're gentle with him, he responds really well. But when you're not gentle with him, he can be he's sensitive. He doesn't like that shit. So I'm feeling myself becoming less and less gentle as the days go on. And the feeling is only getting stronger. So I think I'm going to, you know, it's still pretty wet outside, but it's getting much warmer. And it's only going to continue to get warmer. And I have all the gear I need to backpack. So I'm thinking I might decide soon to just do a little backpacking trip just to Forest Park. You know, it's 10 miles away, it's through the city. I know, I mean, I can find my way there. And along the way, we'll see what happens. This is you know, there's reasons why when you're getting off of drugs, you know, they don't suggest you jump back into work too quick, and they also suggest that you don't jump into a relationship too quick, because these are two things that can create a lot of pressure on a person. And a lot of times with people getting over drug addiction, if you add on an extra pressure, they'll relapse. Because it's like, fuck, man, I'm already trying to get off drugs, now I gotta do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da, I'm just gonna get fucking high. Like, it's just, it happens all the time, and I've done it myself many a times. So, for me, I need to make sure I watch out for myself, and that I don't get fucked up and do the same stupid shit I've been doing my whole life, or for 20 years, and that's relapse. And I know that trying to engage with females at the time when I'm in a very vulnerable and a place when I'm trying to heal is not the wisest idea. And it's just on me. I'm just not in the healthiest spot myself right now. And the same thing with the job, like, you know, going there and like, no, I've got some serious emotional shit that I've still got to deal with. You know, I've been numbing myself for 15 years. There's a reverberation to that. It is what it is. So, and I think that's going to be my plan of action here, is just to, like I said, in a couple weeks here, probably just leave the house and stay within Portland. I'll be able to come back to the house and shit and check on the family and all this and that, and I can stay in touch with them. They can come and drive and see me if they want to, but I think I'm going to have to go and do that, and just kind of walk around the city and see who I see, spend some time socializing. It's another therapeutic thing I look forward to doing, and it's about to be the most beautiful time here in Portland, so it's a good time to do it, you know. But I know staying here in the family house, and then also thinking about getting work, and then, you know, relationships and all these other things, like, that's really not feeling good at all. Especially when I'm trying to work on all these other things. Like, it's just too much on my plate right now. And like, I'm going back last year, and it's like I'm feeling like I'm starting to kind of do the same things over again. And you know, I already saw how that happened, and it didn't end well. So instead of repeating the same things and playing out the definition of insanity, I'm going to try to change things up a little bit and deny some of my, you know, pleasures and desires, because I still do one day want to be with a woman and all this and that, and have a job and stabilize my life. But, you know, I got to take it, I got to just take my time and not rush things, and also do with what my heart feels most highly resonant with, and it is to fight this fight. And I do feel like I'm close to something. I don't know what, whether it's a personal growth within myself or something else, I don't know. But I do have a strong compulsion to continue on with this direction and do my best to connect with the people of Portland and propose this idea as well as I can, and see where that takes me. And then, you know, in doing so, continue to get myself off of drugs. And I'd eventually like to get off the weed too, but, you know, one thing at a time. So anyway, yeah, I just want to share a little update with y'all, and hope you guys have a good day. All right, bye.